pressed all the buttons.
Oh, you like me now.
Now here we are.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Chris and Lee back at it again.
Here we go.
Ready to answer all your real estate loan questions?
Got some interesting stuff happening here.
If you have alien statements
stuff.
or alien information, please share.
Dude, don't do that. Don't make us disappear.
Who's gonna land up?
You're gonna land up in a spaceship.
Who's gonna disappear us?
You're gonna come back saying you got probed.
Who's gonna disappear us?
What?
Navy Mom in the house.
Talk about that
Welcome.
shit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just started. We're about to do our thing here. Good stuff going on. But we did get an alert to locks a few months ago.
Ellie in the house.
Did you see
Celso in the house.
Did you see the alert to lock?
Money mentor Chris in the house.
What? Who's that?
Some sexy dude.
Dude, I don't know about that.
Hey, I can say dudes are sexy because I know this one especially.
Okay.
Santiago in the house.
What's up, Santiago?
Valerie in the house.
Got a lot of people joining up. We're talking
Ed
about
Torres.
Dream for All program. We're going to talk
Olivia.
more about the Dream for All program today because we got updated on the guidelines. Wanted to let you know I'm working with one of your loan officers. Thank you for all these lives. Cool. Who are you working with? One of your loan officers in New American Funding. Hope so. Hope they're great.
Yeah, not Chris or Lee.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's on our team, we've got like 7 people on our team right now. We got Ryan Schultz who's on our team. We got Gordon who's on our team. We got Aurora who's on our team. Jerry's on our team. Devin's on our team. So all these loan officers we come together. Actually, we had a
Jennifer, not our team.
Jennifer, yeah, not our team. Okay, cool, good. Jennifer needs any help? Send her to us. We'll help her out. How many liberals? Oh, here we go. How many liberals on your team?
Lee, 1.
Just one.
Maybe
Just
more.
one.
Probably more.
Just one. Here we go.
So Dream for All, dude, what are you talking about?
Well, the guideline just came in. Are you out of California? Yes, we are. So the guideline just came in and it said, hey, the Dream for All program, it's 20% down payment assistance, 20%. But I'm not necessarily a big fan of it. I'm not hating it, but there are some loan officers acting like this is like Jesus coming back and stuff. They think it's like, hey, oh my God, you got to get there. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Let's take a look at this big picture. And the big picture is if they give you, let's say you buy a $500,000 house and California will get you $100,000. $100,000. That's a lot. But when I say get you, they want it back. They want that $100,000 back. And guess what? You're in business together now with the state of California. Now they've corrected the way I speak a little bit because I used to say they want interest and appreciation. But since you're in business together, forget the interest, just appreciation. We'll take the appreciation. Oh, by the way, there's something called AMI. I think it's AMI, so it is.
Yeah.
Guidelines, how much money you make.
Income.
Adjusted median income. If you're below a certain median income, they don't want $100,000 back. They only want 75% of it back. 75% of it. But I'm guessing that's the year you sell it. I'm guessing it's not going to be a overall average situation. So it's not necessarily bad, but if you're one who doesn't like the government, you're in with the state of California. You are in. There's no way around it.
In my opinion, the worst government.
Business partners. You guys are business partners, and they've got highest, other than taxes, they got the highest pecking order. They get paid before you get paid. Now, is it good? I don't know. It's appropriate or inappropriate. I mean, sometimes if it means the difference between you getting a house and not getting a house, yeah, let's do it. Absolutely, let's do it. What do we got here, man?
So, California, ran by Gavin Newsom. I got some data on him, but I want to talk to you guys about it a little later.
Tell me.
So, level 5 drywall, originally from San Diego, California.
We love San Diego. It's flooding right now. If you haven't seen it,
God.
There's like literally cars floating down the ravine because they didn't plan for all the rain they got.
Last time I checked, $500K in San Diego didn't get you much. Maybe in the ghetto, yeah.
$500K doesn't get you a lot in San Diego, man. It's pretty, yeah.
So Alonzo going through a divorce. She wants out of the loan and half of the equity. I'm at a 3% rate. So here's a question for you. Are you okay with taking out maybe a HELOC on that amount that she wants? It's a thought. Because you can maintain your 3%. take out however much she wants, 100 grand, 200 grand, 50 grand on that HELOC, pay her with that. Now, what's going to happen is in about a year, maybe a year and a half, I'm not sure, but 2025, you're going to have bottomed out interest rates. Then what you do is you bring that HELOC in with your first, get a low rate on both of them, and you're in a good spot, Alonzo. Just a thought.
And there's another option. There's called an assumption. It doesn't happen very often, but if you approach the servicer and you say, hey, I'd like to just assume this loan without refinancing it. Sometimes it'll happen. You still have to go through underwriting. They still have to make sure that you can actually qualify for the loan. There's no loan officers involved in it. It's all back office stuff. But sometimes the bank will let you just assume the loan. Our numbers are pretty high.
Yeah. So I got some advice yesterday from one of my favorite borrowers at the moment.
Tell me.
She said,
advice.
Tell everyone to like.
Yeah,
Tell everyone to share this video.
Yeah.
Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to stay relevant and active in your feeds. And if we don't like us and if you don't share us, we kind of dwindle away. And we want to give you the data.
And if you guys are lurkers, if you're a loan officer or a realtor and you're lurking, you just don't go log into the live, log in. We want you. If you're a loan officer, we want to talk to you. Even if you're a competitor, we're cool with that. We love dealing with other loan officers, with other realtors. We love putting out the truth. And if I'm wrong on anything or if he's wrong, we want to be corrected.
Yeah, I'm not 100%
we
right
want to
all
be
the time.
corrected. Like, for instance, that Dream for All program, some people are touting it like, hey, you better hurry and use me. Hurry. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's good, but you know what? There's a straight Cal Halfa program. There's a Shadap program. There's Shinoa. There's Open Door. There's Sapphire. There's Platinum. There's a ton of down payment assistance programs in California, but this one's getting all the hype because California is putting their money into it and trying to market it. I think they sent like 160 million letters out to say, hey, you might be qualified for this. California's spending ridiculous amounts of money. And if you really peel back the onion and you go, hey, what am I getting? You're getting in business with the state of California, and they want their money back. If you're poor, they don't want it all back, but they want most of it back.
California's horrible. You know we had over
Anyway,
100
sorry,
million.
little rant there. Sorry.
You know
America.
You know we had over 100 million surplus in
Oh,
California, and now we're in a $7 billion deficit
How did that work?
in 1 year.
Dude, we got
In 1
14
year?
messages there.
In 1 year.
Messages there. Balloons, hearts. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We're going to try and get to all of your questions. We are on Facebook Live. Thank you for being there. Instagram Live. Thank you for being there. TikTok. We love you, TikTok.
There's
And
a microphone. There's a
YouTube.
cup.
Yeah.
There's Lee. There's a hat. There's a shirt. That's kind of what you do. We're just sharing. That's all. Anyway, back to it. Thank you guys for the love. Albany, Jana, Jared. Do you guys work with Shinoa?
Yes, we do. When Shinoa has money, it doesn't always have money.
Rajvinder, look, Lee's casual today.
Hey, casual. America. I got the flag on today.
We call that laundry day.
Yeah, it's laundry day. It's laundry day. It's not by the dry cleaner. So what do we got?
I don't know, man. Trying to find it.
Dude,
Level 5
dude.
drywall. Yeah, my grandma's truck got washed. Oh,
And
away, it
sank. Oh, that's crazy. I actually saw some of the TikTok
Dang.
videos in San Diego. And what happens when you're closing loans in these areas, when a natural disaster happens, they stop all closings because they're not sure the house is going to be there when they close. That's legit. That's happened. We've had that happen when we're in escrow.
Fires.
Like fires. There's fire. We're I forget what's that. Where was that big fire area that we were at?
Where? What state? Here?
California, yeah, California. They were it was by Big Bear. It's by Big Bear.
Okay.
Anyway, we had like 2 or 3 escrows in this area, and then all of a sudden we got notification all escrows have been paused. We cannot close until we get full clearance from FEMA, I think. And then once FEMA gives the clearance, then you can close on the loan. So that happens sometimes.
Alba Margie, is it better to increase credit score or have more money for a down payment?
It's better to talk with us right away so we can strategize. Sometimes it's better to get your credit score up. Sometimes it's better to have more money for a down payment. But if you have cash, you have the power. Once the cash is gone, you have no more power. So talk with us so we can strategize, figure out what you want to do, and then make the move.
Rajvinder, thank you for the love. Kimmy, thank you for
Appreciate
the
you.
love.
Appreciate all of you guys. Facebook. I know you're making fun of me, but it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. No, TikTok and YouTube.
It's microphone, cup, mouse.
Dummy.
Salvador Duran. Hey, it's your dad.
What's up, Salvador?
The
What's up,
house
my
that-
dad?
the house that that I was gonna offer just went under contract. That happens, man.
Dude.
Were you qualified though?
Yeah.
Were you qualified?
Yeah.
Because if not,
do you have a good realtor? If you have a good realtor, that's going to help a lot. Cool.
level 5 again. That's why I left California. Bigger house in North Carolina with acreage and a quarter of the cost.
Now get this, level 5. You're going to appreciate this because a lot of people are leaving California, and some of the news agencies came out and said, "Hey guys, if you leave California, we wish you well, but please don't badmouth us on the way out." And I'm like, if you're speaking truth, you're speaking truth. What's wrong with speaking truth? Anyway.
Did we answer Elbow Margie's credit?
I don't know. Yeah, we did.
Credit?
We did. Yeah, I told her.
What
We
did
got to
you
talk with her. We got to talk with her, and sometimes it's better to have better credit. Sometimes it's better to have money for down payment.
Yeah.
Got anything on Instagram?
Andres,
anything on Facebook?
Apple. FHA loans? Yes.
Yes, we
All
do
day,
FHA
every
loans
day.
all day long, every day.
Okay, so here's another thing. FHA traditional, 3.5% down. We
3.5.
We could do FHA 0 down.
0 down.
Down payment assistance.
Yes.
We could do FHA 0 down up to the max purchasing power down payment assistance. That's a
Okay.
whole different program specialty in-house. So
You can't buy $1 million house like that, can you?
wait a minute. I think you can.
What?
So in our area, Los Angeles County,
Orange County.
Orange County goes up to $1 million.
San Diego County.
San Diego.
Yeah, goes up to $1 million bucks.
0 down, but you got to qualify. Clara, if second home has been inconsistent, is there anything a loan officer can do to save the loan?
If second income has been inconsistent. Sierra, the loan officer can do something, and that's never get you into escrow without having you qualified.
And get fired.
Yeah, that's so what I'm assuming, and you tell me if I'm right on this, Sierra, you're in escrow. You just found out that the loan officer used the second income but could not verify it and didn't send you through to TBD underwrite. And the underwriter came out and said, "Sorry, can't use it, dropped your income." If that happened, that should have never happened. The minute you have 2 streams of income, we're going to send you through a TBD underwrite because we got to make sure they sign off on that income because we don't want you getting hurt in an escrow because that's what happens. This is a very important job that we do, and if you do it incorrectly, you hurt people. So,
No.
can it be saved?
Here's some advice. Okay. Many times, Lee and I have had the same conversation with a lot of people, and we say, just let us look at it.
Yes.
We're going to give a different perspective to this. We're going to give a different package to the underwriter, and many times what's happened, Lee?
We're able to fix it. A lot of times we're able
Not
to fix
guaranteed.
situations. Yeah, a lot of times. But I will tell you, the minute you have 2 streams of income, we go TBD right away. The reason is it can fall apart. And if you're just trusting the loan officer to calculate the income, there's so many hiccups that make it non-usable that the underwriters have to sign off on. And once the underwriter has ruled, it's pretty hard to get them to change their mind.
We got
change their mind.
Junior
They can.
Diaz and Mildred Diaz. in
What? 2 Diaz's. We got the Diaz brothers.
here. Yeah.
Only
Cool.
one's a sister.
Our credit score for mortgage is 569.
Uh-huh.
Are there any options for lower down payment?
For lower down payment, probably not. Probably not. The problem is that 569, hate to say this, Jenny O, but you earned that 569 FICO score. You did something that made that credit score go down. Whatever the reason is, we got to clear that up. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's just an error. And we report the error, it goes away, and you have a 640 FICO score. We actually have a computer program that will show if we paid this off, if we got rid of this, if we got rid of that, what would your credit score be? And we do help you with minimal increases in credit score. However, if you did something bad and it has to go through the whole process, you need credit repair. We have people you can use. There's a lot of people on TikTok. There's a ridiculous amount of people that are trying to sell you credit repair. Yeah. A ridiculous amount.
Level 5 driver loan. My folks are thinking about selling both houses in California and moving to North Carolina and buying 3.
That's a pretty good idea.
Maybe 4 or 5, man. They got 2 houses, one of them in San Diego. They got some money.
San Diego's money. Just say, hey, I live in San Diego. If you say, hey, I live in Orange County, I immediately know you're rich.
Yeah.
Immediately.
He starts mowing your lawn, all kinds of stuff.
What?
Dude, you're a hard worker.
Dude, okay. So if you live in L.A., I don't know if you're rich because you could be in one of the poor areas, but if Orange County or San Diego proper, if you say I'm in San Diego, well, Chula Vista, but it's the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not.
TJ.
Imperial City.
TJ, San Diego.
TJ, San Diego, same thing.
How about for a second home? Ask J.C. Collins. Do you know what he's talking about?
I don't. JC, tell me.
Ask the full question, man.
Yeah, ask the full question.
And it's jumping on me.
I know, it's jumping all over the place.
All right, here it
anyway,
is.
we appreciate all of you guys. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Look at all this
We're
love.
here to help you
Look at all
get
this
a
love.
house in 2024. Thank you for following the host. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for all the things that you've done. East Coast Paul's in the house.
What? East Coast Paul, he said my down payment meant assistance. It said down payment meant assistance. What does that mean?
I guess his down payment and his assistants didn't know each other, and they met, and they're like, hey, nice to meet you, down payment. I'm
down, down
assistants.
payment.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, cool. See, that's the best. That's what I gather from that.
This person's asking, do we need a realtor?
Yes, you need a realtor. You need the best realtor you can possibly get. There's a lot of realtors, and don't choose them because they're a pretty girl or a good-looking guy. Don't choose them. Don't choose them because they're your cousin. Choose them because they know what the hell they're doing, because this is a very important person in your life.
Oh, I like this question.
Okay,
I
cool.
like this
Go.
question. Karina Segura. Myth or fact? Once you go to a new home, you're no longer bring your realtor? You're not able to bring your realtor?
You answer that.
So builders are notorious for saying that realtors have to check in, have to be there. So for a long time, and you know, we've been in the business for a long time. At the beginning, you would go into a builder and just say, "Hey, I have an agent." They'd be like, "Okay," but now they're like, "We want to see the agent. We want a little bit of blood from them.
Yeah.
We want them to participate in
MLS
Squid
numbers.
Games.
Yeah, Squid
You know,
Games. Damn.
because the builders are notorious for wanting to hold the whole bag of money for themselves. They want to represent you on both. They work for the builder, but they want to represent you. They work for the builder, but they want you to use their lender. So there's a lot of money in the transaction, and what you're saying is true. It's a fact. Many builders, once you go and you sign in and you don't tell them you have a realtor or your realtor isn't present, they will cut that realtor out, and now you lose your negotiation power, you lose your representation, you lose a lot. So in that situation, always show up with your realtor. Never, ever, ever show up to a new build without your representation.
When you say there's a lot of money in there, what do you mean? Well, here's what I mean. The house is $500,000. Okay, let's just go with a $500,000 house. Listing agent gets 3%. Buyer's agent gets 3%. So that's 6% right there.
Some builders offering 5.
6% right there. 6% of $500,000. For math, that's 30 grand. Lender's going to get somewhere between 2 and 3%. So that's $45,000. 45,000. Now, if the builder can keep all 45,000, they want to. They want to. And you know how they do that? They say, hey, when you come see our new build, sign in. And if you didn't see the bottom of the sheet says, I hereby swear and affirm that I am not represented by a realtor and that Mr. Builder that I'm about to see the house will represent me. Then you'll come back 2 weeks later and go, hey, listen, I got my realtor. And like, sorry, you signed a document right here that says you didn't have one. Realtor, sorry, no go. Now you don't have representation, and they get to keep the bigger piece of that $45,000. $45,000. Then they're going to say, oh, by the way, you can only use our loan officer. Well, if you dig in deep enough, you can't. They can force you to qualify with their loan officer, but they can't force you to use their loan officer. And then they're going to throw some incentives at you. So instead of making the full $45,000, they're going to say, hey, listen, instead, let's just make $39,000. We'll give them $6,000 in credits. That happens all day, every day, and the buyer is unsuspecting. They have no idea. The right answer is show up to the new build with your realtor every single time. Keep going.
Yeah, I agree. So, what? Really? FHA? No money down?
What?
That is incorrect. There is going to be money down, but you're going to use a program, a down payment assistance program that will put the money there. So whether you're borrowing that money or it's a gift or it's a grant, it's still a down payment. So, yes, there is a program that will cover it for you, though. And we got the real Phil Collins in the house,
What's
man.
up, Phil Collins?
Give
Good
me a
to
Phil Collins
see
song.
you.
Go.
Good to Edge of Night.
Sing it.
Dude.
I can hear that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I paid my taxes, but I haven't filed in years. Any issues? Dude, you stumped him.
Yeah, I know. How did you pay your taxes if you haven't filed? Because you don't know what your taxes are. So if you haven't filed, you don't know how much you actually owe.
Maybe it's a W-2 employee that
Unless
hasn't
you're
filed.
paying quarterly. Yeah, it could be the W-2. Then you just need to sit with your CPA. He'll bring you up to speed, and we get going. It's actually fairly simple. If you owe the IRS, it is a challenge. It doesn't stop you, But like I have many people that owe the IRS $50,000.
Yep.
And they say, and he said, W-2. No, yeah, you just got to catch up.
Yeah.
You can't be in arrears. But if it's been paid into the system, you're going to get some penalties for late filing and stuff. But you do need a good CPA or good accountant. But if we have an IRS issue, like a lot of people with $50,000 problems, and then they enter into an offer installment agreement, paying $300 a month, all I do is factor that in like I would a car payment, and we can move forward. Now, here's the catch. If you voluntarily entered into it without them forcing you, I don't need to prove anything. I just need to show the agreement. But if they came after you, put a lien on you, and they made you pay, then I need 3 months payments. Not 3 payments, 3 months payments.
So, Phil Collins got a job after he left Genesis? Is that what happened?
What?
Studio?
That's another one.
Sierra, correct.
All right, correct.
Don't know what
We
that
love
means.
we're always correct, man. Shit, we
Yeah.
bring it.
Miss B, what about medical collections? Does that really matter?
You talk.
Yes. So, medical collections affects credit. So, it does affect your score because you're in collections, you haven't paid bills. Although it's not your fault, probably, because here's a fact. If you've ever walked into an ER because you had an issue, heart, brain, foot, cut, whatever, there's a lot of different bills inside of there, a lot of different entities, and your insurance company probably can't keep up, you probably can't keep up, and you're going to fall into collections accidentally. So, that being said, if your credit is okay, we can ignore the collection so it doesn't impact you negatively, but your credit has to be okay. If your credit is not okay, we probably have to send you to credit repair or do something to help you bump that credit score up, but the answer is yes. It
And you
matters.
probably heard from a loan officer that you can ignore them. And that is true. I can't ignore medical collections, but it will have done the damage to your credit score already. Yeah. So remember, there's sales inside of this. And loan officers like to sell. So do we. By the way, take into account anything we say. We're trying to get loans. We're trying to get you in houses. Know that. I'm a salesman. I want to make a
Sell me this
commission.
pen.
Sell me this pen. You need a house? Cool. You need a pen to sign the document. Done. So,
Dang.
bam,
What
like
if I
that.
e-sign? What if I
What?
e-sign?
You can e-sign. honestly. So anyway, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. When a loan officer says, "I can ignore it," that's not that's true. You can, but it's done damage to your credit score already.
I lived in Orange County for 25 years. I'm poor. Same person.
Oh, bummer. Let's get you not poor. Let's get you a house.
Thank you guys for the love. Heart us,
Yeah,
like
we
us.
appreciate you.
And
Double
time
tap the screen. Double tap the screen.
for a commercial.
If you need a badass loan, call a badass loan officer at Chris at New American Funding. Chris and Lee are your badass loan officers at New American Funding. Screenshot this and then text us the platform that you saw it on. If you saw us on Instagram, text us Instagram. Ooh, somebody gave us a heart. I don't even know what that means, but thank you. They put 2 hands up in heart, and I just double tap heart.
I didn't even see
anyway,
it. Do it again. I didn't see it.
You suck. So anyway, that's it. Text us, and we'll get you moving on getting a house in 2024.
Okay, Ray Khan.
Yeah.
Renting, leasing for 3 years at $2,200 a month. Not so good credit. What can we do?
$2,200 a month, that can get you a house somewhere in the neighborhood of best 300 grand, 280 to 350, somewhere in that range, 280 to 350. So let's put this in real math that you can understand. Okay, 2,200 times 10.
That you can understand.
That you can. I'm talking about you.
Oh.
2,200 times 10 months is $22,000. Actually, it's $24,000 by the time you get to the 12 months. So you're paying $24,000 a year to your apartment or mortgage, whoever's giving you the lease. $24,000 a year. Do that for 4 years, 100 grand. You paid 100 grand. Not theoretical money. Try not paying it. See what happens. Yes. Cool. Maddie, my team. We're here for you, Maddie.
My second favorite, Maddie.
Cool. Yes.
Karina Segura.
We're getting you a house in 2024. If you want a house, we're going to get you a house. What are the rates today? Pull up the rates.
What?
We did get an alert to lock about an hour ago. Alert to lock means that the rates are going up a little bit. By the way, they go up and down every single day a little bit. Not dramatically, the dramatic stuff you hear on the news, but every day they go up and down just a little bit. Right now, you can get a 15-year fix for 5.25, according to the New American Funding website. If you don't believe me, go to the top of our profile, click the links, go to cool stuff, and you'll see today's rate. Today, New American Funding is saying 5.25 for a 15-year FHA fixed, 5.875 for a 30-year fix. It's cool.
Ooh, there's some stuff.
Oh, we got some stuff going on. Thank you for the stuff. I don't know what it was, but thank you for the stuff. Cool. What do we got?
Karina Segura said she's guilty. I did it with my info. We got the realtor. Should my husband use his info? That might be a hack.
That might be a small
send
hack.
Your husband in with the agent.
Yeah. Yes. Karina, you got to keep listening to us. We're giving you the real deal. And it's not just sales spin. I'll tell you, we make a commission. We want to do your loans. We want to compete against everybody. But the stuff that we're giving you is real. It's solid. And it's because, how long have you been in finance? Almost 20 years?
Almost 20 years.
I've been in finance 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yuma, Arizona in the house.
What's up, Yuma, Arizona?
Thank you, Rajvinder.
Rajvinder sent everything. Rajvinder,
Man,
we love you, Rajvinder.
you're a rock
awesome,
star.
awesome.
Take a look at me, said Phil Collins.
All right, take a look at me.
Arizona.
That's a song.
Just got pre-approved. Oh, okay. Just got pre-approved for a USDA direct loan.
Good for you. USDA is a very good product. It's geographically driven, and we do them when we find the geographically approved property.
Cool.
So we like them. Yes, congratulations.
So here's a perfect scenario, guys.
Yeah.
$963 a month SSI plus SSDI. They did it with 0 down, and they said that they had a 650 mid score. So these programs are available, guys.
Yes.
We can definitely help you,
Yes.
even if it seems impossible.
Yes.
Miss B, that makes perfect sense.
Are you licensed in New York? We always get that question.
Man,
Oh,
how are we gonna figure
that
this
one
out?
hurts, man. It hurts because Phil Collins, we really want to do business in New York, but we can't. Bank's not licensed in New York because we're not licensed in New York, so can't do it. Every other state other than New York, we can get you done.
Did you answer Caroline about the credit score?
I don't remember.
Credit score needed for refi.
Sometimes no credit score. Sometimes if you do a FHA Streamline.
What?
FHA Streamline, all I have to do is make sure that you're in a better situation before and a VA IRRRL. Other than that, you're probably going to need a 580 FHA 620 conventional, but refinance is a little bit different. You have to have made your mortgage payments on time.
Dude, I made it.
Copy.
I'm Uncle Chris now.
Oh, dude, Uncle Chris and Uncle Lur.
No, he said Lee. It's the
Okay.
Grays, huh? I'm finally on Uncle.
All right, cool.
Damn
we can
it.
live with that. We can live
Damn
with
it.
that.
You've
Yeah.
always been Uncle Lee, man. But I'm new.
Whatever.
I'm new
Whatever.
to this.
That's okay.
So please
Cool.
let me rest in my
We
emotions.
appreciate you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Thank you for showing up. We got questions on all the platforms. We're trying to get to them.
Reckon, what's the lowest credit score to get a house in Houston, Texas?
Reckon. Here it comes. If you're starting with what's the lowest score, that's usually not a good way to start. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll give you the answer. It's going to be 500 FICO score, but you're going to need a very big down payment, reckon, because you earned that credit score. Credit is your willingness to pay in the history. So if you didn't want to pay things on time, that does affect you moving forward. Now, sometimes, reckon, if you got a lot of money, we hire a credit repair company. We get that 500 to a 700 inside of 3 to 6 months, and then you name your ticket.
You also don't need a lot of money. It's not that expensive. Credit repair?
Oh, credit repair. I was going to say, 500 FICO, you need 10% down.
Well, to get them from 5
That's
to a 7.
50 G's, man.
What?
On a $500,000 house, you could even need 100 G's. Yeah, just saying.
Oh, wow. Amanda
Okay, cool.
C. Era. I have 3,000 in collections and a 600 credit score. Should I pay off these collections to be able to buy my first home?
Amanda Sierra, you should talk with us. First off, you probably don't know what your real credit score is because you're probably going off the bank, freecreditreport.com, or something that's not a loan officer pull. Once we pull your credit as a loan officer, we'll know your credit score. And then we can plug you into a computer system that we have that can show how to get from 600 to 620 real fast.
Boom.
We'll
there
do that
go.
for you. Yep.
Maribel Antonio. Hi, we're renting in Illinois for $3,000. We have a home in Maui. How do we use equity to buy?
Wait a minute, Mariel, if you have a home in Maui, I'm going to start cutting a deal with you right now because I've been to Maui. I love Maui. Maui's badass. I want to go to Maui more often. So if I help you out, I need a super discount on that Airbnb rate in Maui. Okay, good. Now that we've established that, cool. We're renting in Illinois, 3,000. We have a home in Maui. How do we use equity to buy? HELOC, that's one way. Home equity line of credit. Second mortgage, that's another way. That's different than a HELOC. That's a HELOC is revolving, and second mortgage is installment, which means there's an end. Or cash out refi, that's a thought. There's many ways to do it. Call us, we'll get you going.
Heck yeah. And He wants a discount. I just want a key. Just give me a key.
Dude, you're
Beautiful disaster,
direct,
Joshua.
man. You're
Thank
direct.
you for the love, guys.
Beautiful disaster. I've known a lot of beautiful disasters, man.
Oh, my whole life.
My whole life.
HTX baby. About how much home can I afford at $92,000?
$92,000.
Good earner.
Yeah, good earner.
Like
You're starting at $350,000. $350,000 with no debt.
Like
with no debt, but we got to make sure that we put the file together correctly. Pull your credit, figure out your income, your assets, and then we'll get this thing going.
Jordan, no, it's not possible. Been here, done that. Had the house was to go sign and the title office on Monday.
I don't know what that means.
Me either, Jordan. Give us a little bit more data.
Yeah, Jordan, I'm not sure what we're talking about. Cool.
Arizona, no guarantees, but I can remove most collection accounts.
All right.
Well,
good for you.
Are you a credit repair person?
If you are, get a hold of us.
Yeah.
We're always looking for good credit repair people.
Yeah.
We work with a handful. We even have one on our website, on our links. But we talk with you. I'm going to vet you. I'm going to ask you what you do. And we'll even give you a couple of clients to work with and make sure you do a good job. And we will watch you.
So Jordan is the one who was getting a house that was approved. She's saying that she was supposed to sign on Monday, but they canceled the loan on Friday.
They canceled the loan?
Yeah. Jordan. Call us fast. Let's figure out what's going on.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, we want to help you. Grandpa Lee. No, not yet. Nice try.
Pretty close, though.
Yeah. 300 is the lowest credit score. No, I think it's 350, but it doesn't matter. 350. Once you get below like 500, you are in need of credit repair.
Yeah. Thanks for the advice. Reckon, you're welcome.
We're here for you, Reckon.
A Nguyen. Can a loan fall through after underwriter approves everything? So I think,
yes.
so
Here's how.
Give them the milestones.
Okay, so when an underwriter approves it, the underwriter said, hey, I looked at your income. I did VOE, verification of employment. I calculated your income with my chum's number. That's what an underwriter has, and they have a license. They have to protect it. So they said this loan is good. They said absolutely it's good. So now you have approval. You're able to move forward. But if something happens that changes the format in which they approved it, it can go south. I'll give you an example. Many times, not recently, but many times in my career, I've had somebody who said, hey, Lee, I just lost my job. I close escrow on Friday. And immediately the math goes through my head. I'm like, They say, Lee, I don't want to tell anybody. And I'm like, listen, it's not whether you tell anybody or not, because right before they push the fund button, right before the bank sends the money, they're going to do a refresh on credit and VOE, verification of employment. And when they do the refresh and they call, say, hey, ABC company, I was wondering if John Doe still works here. Oh, he got fired on Friday? Thank you very much. Click.
Dang.
And then the whole thing will fall apart.
Yep.
It's better that you call us and you say, hey, I lost my job. My next question is going to be, how fast can you have a new job with the same income? How fast? Now, if you're in an employable market, like you're a mechanic or you're IT, you might be able to know somebody who's been recruiting you anyway. Lee, I can have one by Monday. Cool. I want you to go get that job. Right now, I need an offer letter. I need an offer letter, and I need to talk to your buyer's agent so that your buyer's agent can talk to your listing agent so that we can extend the escrow by about 4 or 5 days. And I'm going to need to extend the lock so that I can make sure your house still closes. If you have a skilled loan officer, they will know how to deal with that. If you have an unskilled loan officer, they're going to be, well, let's just hope the underwriter doesn't catch it. And then that's it. You lost it. You're going to lose your house. Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing. Agent. Yeah. You need a strong agent too, guys.
Strong
because
agent.
The agent can keep that together while your job situation's getting ironed out. A weak agent's going to let it go. You're going to lose it. Probably lose your AMD. They're not even going to fight for that. So there's a lot of moving pieces. Strong agent. And Kristen Lee is your loan officer.
Yeah, this is a very complicated situation. Business. Very complicated business. The loan business is and the real estate business is. And there's a ton of realtors who get in because they're pretty. They're like, hey. And a lot of guys go to them because they're pretty.
Oh,
no, that's a wrong reason to pick a realtor. It's okay to have a pretty realtor, but they better be really good at what they do. Or good looking, the other side of it too. So just understand that this is a complicated business, probably one of the biggest investments you'll ever make in your life. Make sure you get the right people on your side.
And hang tight, guys. We're getting to all the questions. Just
We're
hang
getting,
tight.
yeah.
Don't leave.
On Instagram, Facebook, thank you guys. We appreciate you very much. Instagram, we appreciate you very much. TikTok, we love you. And YouTube. I wish we had more viewers. We don't have a lot of viewers on YouTube often, but we're here to help you.
Yep, Salvador Perez. I need to buy a home.
Let's do it, Salvador.
Joshua DRE. That tells me he's a real estate agent.
What's up, Joshua DRE?
Love
What
watching
city?
this.
What city and state are you beginning your path? Are you very successful? Which one are you? We want to help you.
And reach
we
out.
want to help you grow.
Yeah, reach out. Let's team up. Let's do some business.
Okay.
Juju. Hi, guys. Do I need a deed in my name even if we are married?
How do you interpret that question?
I don't know.
Do I need a deed?
I think they haven't purchased.
Okay.
And they want to purchase, and she's
Okay.
calling a deed a mortgage.
Okay.
So maybe depending on the state that you're in. Well,
Yeah,
no,
maybe.
no, I won't even say that.
Yeah.
Depending on the state that you're in, we might have to pull your credit to factor that into the loan, because some states are community property, so one and the same. I'm not an attorney, but maybe not.
Well, let me expand on that a little bit.
Okay.
Sometimes we strategize on how we buy the loan, and sometimes the husband's the only earner, and the wife doesn't have great credit. So in that case, if we're going FHA, we only use the husband on the loan. We only do. We do pull the wife's credit, and we count the liabilities against the husband. But if the husband's the only earner, there's no reason to have the wife on the loan because we'll have to use the lower of the credit scores. I can't do that by the guidelines. And then at the close of escrow, the husband adds the wife to the deed, so you're on the deed. That's a scenario. Now, we can go conventional, and we can ignore the non-borrowing spouse entirely. I don't even have to look at them. If we go conventional, but conventional is a different set of guidelines. So no matter what it is, let's strategize and make it happen.
Arizona said senior discount.
Senior discount,
grab a
whatever.
lead.
Let's do it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
FR123A, 700 credit score, 2-year part-time work history, 3-month gap, 10 to 15K for down. Husband 700 credit score for FT, full-time 8-year works his work history. Is my work history
Maybe not, because you only had a 3-month gap. So if I have a 2-year history and you went from one spot to another spot and I'm able to prove that that happened and you've been at that job for more than 6 months, I probably can get you through. That's probably a thing. Now, if you have a part-time job with a full-time job, that 3-month gap will really hurt a lot. So it's going to depend on the timelines and the scenario, but based off what I read, you have a part-time job and he has a full-time job. And on your part-time job, you only have one job, but part-time, you had a 3-month gap, but you've been back to work for more than 6 months, probably not a problem.
Arizona, I thought you had grandchildren, Lee. My mistake.
Nope, no grandchildren.
I thought he had grandchildren too.
Nope. I'm still on the children's side of life.
What? Bejeweled said,
Yep. I don't know what yup means, but thank you, Bejeweled. We're here for you. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We work really hard to help you get a house in 2024. We want to hit you with the real guidelines and the real data. There is sales involved. We're salesmen. It's what we do. We're loan officers. But I see these people, these loan officers putting it out on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and they're like, hey, I got this great program that you can only get through me. I'm like, no. Maybe you can use them. Cool, good for you. But it's not just through them. Like, you have to use a Cal HAFA approved loan officer, which is kind of true. The bank has to be approved through Cal HAFA. But shocking, breaking news. Almost all major banks are approved Cal HAFA. Shocking. Oh, my God. But I can make it sound like, hey, I'm a Cal HAFA approved loan officer. Anyway, so
the Dream for All starts in April.
yes, starts in April.
But you can get a regular down payment assistance program right now. You don't have to wait till April. You do not have to wait till April.
Do it right now.
Call Lee.
Yep.
Al Oso, down payment assistance in India? Indiana.
In India?
Indiana.
Dude.
Well, okay, so
have you had your coffee yet?
In India?
No.
Jamaica?
No.
Canada?
Not that I know
Mexico?
of, man. I don't
All
know.
right.
No.
Indiana.
I'd have to pull the guidelines on it, but probably yes. Most states have a down payment assistance program.
Arizona. Guys, tell me how excessive inquiries affect being approved for a mortgage.
Okay, good. Arizona. That's your name. Arizona. I'm also going to assume that's where you're from. How can excessive... Now, it boils down to this. All loans are based off of risk. So, if you were a scammer, let's just say you were, Mr. Arizona. Let's just say you were a scammer. If you were a scammer and you got your house and the house is worth $500,000 and you went to 6 different banks and you applied for a $500,000 loan and you have an 800 FICO. So every bank's going to give you a $500,000. Every bank. But until you close escrow, nobody's going to report the mortgage. So all 6 banks are going to give you $500,000. You got $3 million bucks. $3 million. And then you put it in your bank and you went to Jamaica. Who's on the hook for that? The banks are. So when they see excessive amounts of mortgage pools, they go, hey, this could be a bad situation. If they see 1 or 2, your shopping rate. But if they see 9, they're like, whoa, red flag, and your score will, boom, drop like a stone.
VOE within 30 days of closing, said Bejeweled. Sounds like an LO in the house.
Yeah, it sounds like an underwriter. No, that's an underwriter, no doubt. So you can close on a house. What they're talking about is the earlier scenario where I said if you lost your job and you got a new job, I can do a post-closing condition as long as I have a strong offer letter of a VOE 30 days post-closing. So I can do that, but whoever's talking knows underwriter guidelines. That's some deep stuff. So yes, you're right.
Also, even if you do get a VOE within 30 days, sometimes you still need a verbal at the end.
Yep. Yeah. So,
Amanda Sierra, how does the zero down home work? Do you have to have a certain credit score?
Yes. So zero down home loan, they're all programs that ride on a chassis. The chassis is either FHA, Fannie Mae, or Freddie Mac. So that's the chassis. So you have to qualify for FHA. And then on top of that, you have to qualify for the down payment assistance programs. In California, the one we use probably the most is CalHAFA. CalHAFA, you need a 640, right? 640 FICO. So in addition to FHA, which is 580, I need you to qualify for the program, which is 640. So once you qualify for the program, which is 640, depending on which one we go for, because we can go for 3% down and it'll help you with 3% down. Or we can go for 4%. But each one of them is going to be a higher interest rate. So we have to choose based on your debt to income ratio, your loan to value, your overall scenario. And then I need to tell you that most of these programs are silent seconds. You have to be paid back at some point in the future. Now, if you can do it without the down payment assistance program, I usually tell people you're better off. You're way better off without it. But if it means the difference between you not getting a house and getting a house, absolutely. Let's get you the house.
Right. Arizona said, I know the answer to this is for everyone on here. Yeah. Thanks, Arizona.
Cool. We're here for you.
Joshua said, facts.
Facts. We love the facts. And by the way, we get people who hate on us, usually loan officers, or they're like, hey, the loan guys say it's a good time to get a loan. Yeah. We're salesmen. We make commission off loans. We're also giving you facts. It's like going to a doctor and the doctor says, hey, you got to eat right and exercise. Or I can just give you drugs. I'll probably make a commission off drugs. I'm not sure. Maybe I go to Hawaii or something. Well, if he's being factual, he's not hurting you. He's giving you the real deal. That's what we're trying to do every single day.
Amanda Sierra, she was talking about is there down payment assistance in Texas for first-time home buyers? That's the one that you were expanding on for the zero.
Oh, in Houston, there's a few of them. I actually pulled one for a borrower probably 2 weeks ago in Houston. There's a few of them in Houston. Texas is strange because they have little ones based off of counties and cities. So we have to find out. They get funded, and then they run out of money, and then they get refunded, and they run out of money. But you start by getting qualified, and then we plug you into a program.
HGX, baby. Can I purchase trade lines to boost my score?
Can you purchase trade lines to boost my score?
It's out there.
I have heard of it.
It's out there.
I don't recommend it. What I do recommend is that you go to mom or dad, and you say, hey, mom, dad, can I be a owner or authorized user on your card? Why, thank you, mom and dad who has an 800 FICO score. It doesn't work if your mom and dad has a 520 FICO. We've had that happen. Hey, I added to my mom. She has a 520 FICO. Your score complements whatever their score is. Cool. Anyway. Dude, where are we? Dude, we got so many questions. Thank you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We appreciate you guys all the time. I don't have any questions on YouTube.
Can I purchase trade lines to boost my score?
Yeah.
Do you guys see the interest rates falling even more in the coming months?
Oh, yes, TikToker. Yes, we do. And it's not just us. It is the chairman of the Federal Reserve, whose name is Ben Bernanke. It's Jerome Powell. It's Jerome Powell has actually come out in the Fed meeting and said, hey, we believe we hit the peak of this economic cycle. And we anticipate 3 to 6 interest rate reductions in 2024. Sweet. Now, the first meeting is in January 31st in like a week. It's the first meeting, the Fed meeting is in a week. and the odds are like 4% that they're going to decrease at that meeting. So we don't think it's going to happen in January. However, they skip February and the next meeting's in March. It's 75% that they're going to drop the interest rates in March. Let me tell you what happens after that. After they drop the interest rates in March, then the bonds go down to match, because interest rates on a mortgage aren't based off of what the federal does. It's based off of the bond yield, the 10-year bond yield. But the 10-year bond yield usually reflects off the prime. So once that happens, it's going to filter down. You're going to see all these commercials, and a ton of buyers are going to come in. And when they do, you're going to spawn the market. It's going to start moving.
Okay, all the millions of you, I appreciate the love. Please heart us. Please share this.
Heart us, balloon us, do all that stuff. Facebook, throw them thumbs up. I think
I
Facebook,
appreciate
all they
all
do,
of it.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We want to let the algorithm know that we're trying to help you get a house in 2024, giving you facts, giving you the guidelines.
Hee-haw Team 3.
And sometimes I piss off loan officers. Oh my God, I got some loan officers who are mad at me. Like mad. They're like mad. Big mad.
My house is paid off and I want to buy another house. Can I use my first time home to increase my buying power?
Lots of ways. Hee-haw Team 3. Hee-haw Team 3. First off, if you paid off that house and you have a stream of income, we may be able to use that stream of income. There is one downside. I am going to have to count against you property taxes and probably insurance. If you own it free and clear, maybe not, but property taxes for sure. So that is going to be a liability that inexperienced loan officers will not catch. But you can create a stream of income with that primary residence, and you can buy a new primary residence, 3.5% down.
Yeah, there you go. And Antoine Camacho closed on a $433,000 home in November at 7.5%. When should I start considering refi, and what do I need to do?
Well, you need to call us right away, Antone, but we're probably going to tell you you want to wait for a while. If you can afford to wait a year, maybe think about a year. And the reason you want to wait that long is because the Fed has actually come out and said, we anticipate interest rate cuts in 24. They haven't said in 25 yet, but we anticipate these cuts in 24, which means the rates are going to go down and down and down. The last thing you want to do is refi, chase a lower rate, refi, chase a lower rate, refi, chase a lower rate. Good for the loan officers. We'll probably make $2,000, $3,000 every time you do that, but bad for you. And I'd rather do what's good for you long term, which means you're probably not going to refi for another year. And every loan officer who won't tell you this is trying to make a commission.
Yep. FR123RA. Once we get approved and nothing changes when closing, can a loan fall through?
Yes. If you lose your job, if we find out that you're married and you didn't tell anybody just because you haven't talked to that B in 10 years. I hear that one all the time.
Liens?
Yeah. If you find out you didn't pay your child support off your kid who's now 30, but who cares because he's 30?
You go furniture shopping?
Oh, you go furniture shopping?
Buy a new car?
Bought a new car? Yeah, there's a lot of reasons they fall apart. Good loan officer will teach you how not to run into these things, and they should have caught them in the beginning. But sometimes the client forgets to tell you they were married. I've had that happen. Like I
didn't know I said I knew.
Too many times to count. I'm like, okay, do you know Jane Doe? And oh yeah, I know of her. Okay, how do you know of her? Well, we were married about 10 years ago. Okay, I got it. Cool, good for you. Did you ever get divorced? Well, we split up and we haven't talked to each other in about 8 years. Okay, did you get divorced? Well, I haven't talked to her and, we've moved on with our own life. Okay, answer this question with a yes or a no. Did you get divorced? Well, technically, we never went to a judge. Then you're still married. I've had that happen way too many times. Am I getting too loud? Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, dude, I can't hear anything.
Whatever, go ahead.
Yep, it home in husband name. He will pass before me. Do I need deed in my name?
Well, you would add yourself to the title after you close the loan, and then if you are in a community property state, it goes to you. You may need an attorney to make this stuff happen. I actually recommend you use a living trust for all of this stuff because the living trust will help you. In California, we have JTWROS, which is joint tenancy with rights of survivorship, and tenants in common. Those are two different ways to take title. If you take title the wrong way, you could be in trouble.
Let me share a story with you guys. Okay?
Share the story.
So back in like 2007, like a long time ago, I met this couple, beautiful couple, older seniors, and the wife had cancer. She was slowly drifting away. The husband spent every single dime to keep everything alive. Great man, great man. And he just needed more money to keep fighting. So he did a reverse mortgage. Okay. Wife, during the reverse mortgage transaction, she was the one that was of age and made the most sense. She was the only one on title. So while she was on her deathbed, literally, I'm getting chills, on her deathbed in the hospital, she was signing with the notary her living trust, so that she was passing, no doubt about it, she was passing, so that when she passed, the husband could still have control over that estate. Same thing here, kind of, it sounds like, Juju. So you're going to want to talk to an attorney fast.
Yeah.
Get them out there, get these documents signed, save your home.
We're not attorneys, but we do recommend living trusts. Find yourself a good attorney. They're all over the place. Hey, we're here to help you get a house in 2024. Do it correct. Learn about the guidelines, how not to get scammed or screwed. And this is a very, very, very difficult business. We'll teach it to you.
Miss B, what is the minimum credit score required for down payment assistance program?
So, used to be 640, but in California, we got Open Door, which goes down to 620. Was Open Door right?
Well, we got the in-house bad boy at 620.
By the way, there's something called a proprietary loan program. That's when the bank says, hey, I got an extra $100 million that I made this year. I'm going to use that to help people, and I'll give a special loan program. We have certain programs in New American Funding that are proprietary, which means Bank of America can't get them, Wells Fargo can't get them. So do all banks, by the way. All banks, when they have a lot of money, they spend money on proprietary loan programs. The ones who are best noted for this are credit unions. Sometimes they have a proprietary program. I can't touch it. It usually only lasts for a little while because they run out of money. But we have a couple of them. One of them is NAF Cash, which means the bank literally steps in and buys the house cash for you and then sells it to you through financing. So you walk in like cash money. Another one is, what's the other one we just came up? The Open Door? No, it's not Open Door. What is it?
I forget what it's called. I forget. It's an FHA proprietary that goes down to a 620 credit score.
Down payment assistance program.
Down payment assistance. It allows you to max the ratios. Because what happens with down payment assistance is they say this is your traditional approval. If you're going to use down payment assistance, it goes down. This one keeps you at the top, so you don't have to live in a different neighborhood. So it's very cool. I'm excited about it. I'm sure you guys are going to love it. I'm sure it's going to be a big thing.
And the way you get a hold of it is you call Badass Loan Officer Kristen Lee. Kristen Lee, if you need a badass loan officer, call Kristen Lee at New American Funding. We are the badass loan officer that will help you get your loan. This is going to disappear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Special effects.
Just like a wizard.
Dude, we can't afford a special effects guy yet.
Question. If I receive a settlement for a car accident, how long before I can get a house?
Right now. Right now.
As soon as that money hits your account, bro, let's go.
So here's the thing on that. I have a friend of mine who literally became a millionaire playing blackjack in Vegas. Literally became a millionaire. He's a decent realtor, made a decent income, but became a millionaire playing blackjack. And I'm like, holy smokes. He's like, hey, I got a lot of money. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't change your income. The fact that you got a lot of money doesn't change your income. He's like, well, I'd like to do something. I said, okay, here's what we can do. We can do a SPIA, a single premium immediate annuity. And we're going to annuitize for 5 years and give you a stream of income of $5,000 a month for the next 5 years. It's your money. So you're going to put X in this pocket, and then you're going to pay yourself back $5,000 a month for the next 5 years. The guideline says if I can prove it for 3 years or more, I can use it. So in addition to his regular income, I'm able to use the SPIA income and qualify for a large house. True story, happened. We're very excited to get that person in the house.
Give me the fast version. We got to do rapid fire. We're running out of time.
Oh, dude.
This person's asking for Dream for All.
Dream for All.
Fast
Okay.
version.
Dream for All. Dream for All. Okay. Uncle Cali. Orale. Uncle Cali. Uncle Cali's going to get involved with you on a Dream for All program. We're going to buy a $500,000 house. Uncle Cali works for the mob. He says, hey, I'm going to help you get that $500,000 house. I'm going to give you $100,000. When I say give you, don't get crazy with the give you word, because we're in business together. Yeah, $500,000. We're in business together. You know what? I want that $100,000 back. Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. You could do it later when you sell, when you refinance, whatever something happens in your life. You can. But I want that $100,000 back. And by the way, I want interest. You know what? Forget interest. I don't want interest. I want appreciation. Yeah, way better. I want appreciation. So if this thing goes up $400,000 in value, I want my cut. Oh, one more thing. I'm first out. Oh, by the way, if you're poor, I might take a little bit less money. Maybe. If you're poor, I'll take a little less money. How's that?
That's pretty good.
Okay, good.
Okay, we got a rapid fire.
All right, cool.
Agree. If you pay your mortgage on or before the 15th, is it considered late? isn't it a grace period?
Good question, Caroline Brill. 15th. Most mortgage companies want you to pay on the 1st. On the 15th, they give you an internal late, which is a fee, $60 or whatever. But it's not a 30-day till it's 30 days. Don't pay your mortgage late. Just don't.
My interest rate with my USDA Direct is 1%.
Congratulations. That's a great rate.
Christian, can you please explain? Oh, we already did that.
Yep.
Maggie, I have a house for 15 years. I'm on it, a fixed income. What would be the best interest to lower my house? What's your current interest rate?
Yeah, I don't know what your current interest rate.
Yeah. Arizona, USDA Direct is really good.
Yes, we agree with you. If the house qualifies, it's great, but the property has to qualify for USDA, not the borrower.
Brenda and User, what state are you in? And are you in California?
We're in California. I'm in Riverside. My primary residence is Texas, so I spend a lot of time, do a lot of loans in Texas.
First time home buyer program in Yuma, Arizona?
Yes, they are. We got to get together with you and get it for you.
Is now a good time to buy in Massachusetts?
I don't know. We have to check your scenario. We got to make sure you qualify, but maybe.
You licensed in New York?
No! New York. We can't do New York. We're doing rapid fire, guys, because we're about to leave.
Working for the government, California correctional officer, does that help when applying?
Means that you got a solid income and you make a lot of money. Yeah.
Have, responders.
First responder program. What's that?
I don't know.
We got something. Thank you. We'll show up in a minute.
Hey, Chris, I sent over all the paperwork yesterday. All right, Tiffany, we're all over it.
Tiffany, we're all over it.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, we appreciate it. By the way, if we didn't touch your paperwork in like 2 or 3 days, text us. We're not ignoring you on purpose. We get a lot of things happening. We're actually building the team bigger so that more people can help us respond for the loans for you guys, because we want to give you great service, but you can talk with us anytime. We are the celebrities that are available.
I'm kind of famous.
Yeah.
Miss B, are there any discounts offered for people that work in higher education? Yes. There's specialty programs. There's a little bit of marketing put into that, but we can give you a little bit of extra benefit.
Dude, we got 25 on that one, more on that one, more on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
rapid fire. Go.
That's kind of it. House and husband name, he will pass before me, and now do I need deed in my name?
Yes, we did that. Okay, dilly sauce.
Will home values go up or down when rates decrease?
Well, dilly sauce, there's going to be supply and demand. There's going to be a lot of people coming into the market trying to buy your house. House prices are going to go up. Just facts.
I got some lenders that I work with, but if I get any potential clients, I'll let you guys know. Same
We
here,
appreciate you, Joshua.
Stay in touch.
Yeah, if they need any help, by the way, we help loan officers close deals all the time.
Yep.
Have them call us.
Can you explain? Oh, we already did that.
Dream for All program. Bye, guys. Rajvinder said bye. Bye. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Dude, we got a lot of questions. We got them there, too, and here and here. Dude, that's great. That's great.
Start here. Should I pay off my loans before asking for a loan from the bank?
No, talk to us first. We want to help you.
First time home buyer approved for $625 trying to buy in South LA. Should I wait or buy now?
The best part, if you're qualified right now and you can find the house right now, because that $625 is going to be $650 in no time.
Oh, no time. Maggie, what's the best interest rate for a person on a fixed income who has a mortgage?
Best interest rate? We don't know. We have to know what your interest rate are.
Yeah,
The New American Fund is quoting 5.25 for a 15-year FHA right now, but we have to figure out what you get.
Manual loan amount is around $8K, but asking the bank for a car loan for $50. We don't do car loans, man.
We don't do car loans.
Home
Sorry,
loans
man.
Only. Caroline, if you pay your, we already answered that one.
Yep.
Ray, if I bought 3 rental properties in the last 100 days, the market is fire.
Hey, good for you, Ray. I'm jealous, man. That's pretty badass.
Miss B said, nice.
Be
definitely
nice.
call it.
Definitely call it. We're here for you.
You guys work with people in Illinois.
We love Illinois. Yes, we do. Chicago's cold. I was there not that long ago. It's cold.
The Dak Prescott retired.
There you go. You're Das Prescott again. Cool.
Ryan,
Loan me $1 million. Ryan, yeah, no
got it,
worries.
bud.
Just give us a call.
You got it. Ryan, I make $200K, $1,300 debt. Can you get me a $1,750,000 credit score?
Good. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we can find it. Hey, listen, we're at that spot, man. We got to go. We appreciate you guys. We've been Chris and Lee. We're here to help you get a house in 2024.
Bye, y'all.